Oh, Walmart is heading into the metaverse. The retail giant filed for several trademarks in recent weeks that suggest it will soon begin selling virtual goods from toys to electronics, as well as introducing a cryptocurrency and the opportunity to buy and sell non-fungible tokens, NFTs. But a lot of people are still confused as to what in the actual an NFT is. The money smart guy, Matt Sapala, joins us now for a little NFT 101. Thanks for being with us. So what is it? Just make it really plain. Like, talk to us like we're six.
You got it. So fungible, let's talk about before token then. Fungible versus non-fungible. Fungible means you can exchange it. For example, Adrienne, if you go shopping, which I know you love to do, you buy a pair of jeans, there's thousands of those jeans made. However, if you buy non-fungible, this means it's specific. It can't be exchanged because it's unique. For example, your book that you wrote, it's got an ISBN number. It's unique. Nobody can copy that. That's your book. It's registered with ISBN. This is a bar of gold. However, once it's minted and it has a serial number, then it's non-fungible. This is a bar of silver. This is not minted, and so therefore it can be exchanged anywhere, kind of like the change you have in your jars, wherever you have around the house. If you still carry change, but by the way, I still carry cash. But if you have a card, for example, these sports cards, the moment that they're great, there's a Tom Brady sports card, there's a Michael Jordan sports card. Once it's serialized, it becomes non-fungible. Now, non-fungible token means that's now online, and that is the virtual world that we live in today.
That really helped if no one knew what fungible, non-fungible part of the token meant. But the thing is that a lot of people don't understand the token part. They're saying this isn't a virtual reality. It cannot be exchanged. It's unique. But how is it different from cryptocurrency or Bitcoin?
So now, if you add the token part, now it's being registered online on something called the blockchain. And how you purchase things on the blockchain is through these cryptocurrencies. Some of them are Ethereum, some of them are Cardano, some of them are Solana. These are cryptocurrencies, online currency that's used to buy and purchase the non-fungible token, which is exchanged through the blockchain.
So you can't buy an NFT with money. You'd have to buy it with crypto.
That's correct.
Okay.
You have to exchange your dollars into crazy to buy these NFTs.
And then how does anybody determine the value of an NFT?
And that's where it's crazy. I mean, Beeple just sold his artwork for $69 million. Jack Dorsey sold his first tweet as a non-fungible token for $2.9 million. So it's weird how this marketplace of people looking at for example, looking at a piece of artwork, even though you see in an art gallery, people determine that's valuable. So the marketplace, and I think what is the byproduct of the pandemic, Adrienne, is that now it's accelerated this online virtual world, because right now the virtual goods economy is a $38-39 billion economy projected to be in the hundreds of millions by 2025.
But Jack Dorsey selling his first tweet, which again exists in this digital world, it is a piece of history. That makes sense to me in my brain. I hope it makes sense to a lot of people at home. But I think we're thinking Walmart. First of all, as soon as I heard Walmart's going to be getting into this business, I thought, okay, it's official. If Walmart's doing it, that it really is a big deal. Because even whatever people think about Walmart, the largest hirer of people on the planet.
Correct. There's two worlds that's being created right now. There's the physical world, the world that we physically live in, it's eternal. And then there's this virtual world that's being created with this metaverse. And so those two worlds are starting to combine together, because if you have companies like Nike and companies like Walmart now selling products and goods and things on the virtual world, it tells you that something's happening in our world today. Kind of like how everybody was wondering what this whole internet thing was. Are really people going to start using cell phones way back in the day? This is something that it's kind of eerie that's happening. It's making millennials feel old.
I think it's making a lot of people feel old. Even kids don't quite understand what NFTs are. They think they know. And I thought I knew, but now you've schooled us all. Thank you, Matt, for making it a lot easier to understand. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.